Good morning, Texas. This is This Day in Texas History for October 23rd, 1835. Stephen F. Austin writes to the Army. Jim Bowie and James Fannin write to Stephen F. Austin reconnaissance report. Captain Sarajevo released from prison by R.R. Royal. Amos Pollard is appointed as surgeon of the regiment by Stephen F. Austin. He would die at the Alamo in the hospital protecting the sick and the wounded. Beside Travis, Bowie, and Crockett, he's the only Alamo defender of whom a portrait was done while he was alive. Supplies for Behar were the topic for a letter to McKinney. It was a list of supplies. Jesse G. Thompson enlists in the Texas Army on this date and serves in Captain Seal's Ranger Company. He would fight at the Alamo and die with the Texans on March 6, 1836. Big area for the Tejanos here. Once again, is officially appointed by Austin. He was charged with supplying the Texas Army with food, supplies, areas. One of my great-great-great-grandfather's ranches was used as a ground for the Texas Army. Salvador Flores, named first lieutenant of the Central Texas Volunteers. 41 men would serve underneath him and would recruit local ranchers with Manuel Leal. He was charged with scouting the missions around Behar and overseeing the volunteers. This is the unit that my great-great-great-grandfather and his cousins and brothers were in. Placido Benavides was named first lieutenant of the Southern Volunteers. The volunteers from Corpus Christi area, Goliad, those areas. Other Tejanos would join almost daily and would come and go as needed, making the military roles with huge holes in it from those who participated in the many various fights, and would be an area of contention for the next 40 years as the volunteers sought out land grants given to participants of the revolution. So, though the Texas Army had a static group, there's of course guys joining all the time. The Tejanos were a bit different since they were all in that area. They would come and join the Texas Army as they could, and then leave once something that was important was complete. So they were never on any given army roll or listed on volunteers, so it made getting their land grants very difficult. Finally, about 40 years later, they got their land grants after Juan Jimenez, my great-great-great-grandfather, and Juan Seguin, his cousin, testified for them. So that is this day for this day in Texas history for October 23rd, 1835. Please be sure to subscribe. Going to be changing these videos up here. We're going to be doing some graphics and adding pictures and whatever else we can add. So that'll be it for today. I'll see y'all on Monday with a wrap-up of last week and the regular This Day in Texas history. See you tomorrow.